Billboard Philippines Volumes.
On this episode of Volumes, we have TJ Monterde and KZ Tandingan joining us on the show. They talk about the song Palagi, the songwriting process of both TJ and KZ, and a lot more. Let's turn up the volume on TJ Monterde and KZ Tandingan.
Billboard Philippines Volumes.
Welcome everyone to Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. And today, we are with two of the biggest singer-songwriters of this generation. For real, we're super excited to have them today. Of course, we are with TJ and KZ.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Make some
hi.
noise, please. Yeah.
Volumes up.
Hello, dyan sa taas. Kamusta kayo? Dun sa likod.
You know, a reason I wanted to really put a point on being singer-songwriters is because that's really something that's booming nowadays. There's so many Filipino musicians that are writing songs in multiple genres, and they're becoming the biggest hits.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it more and more. Now, with you two, I think I'd like to start with where or how do you write your songs? So, TJ, KZ, maybe you could tell us a little bit about your songwriting process.
Sa akin it's more of I can't write on demand. That's what
Okay.
I know. Di ako like parang yung mga nakapagsulat on demand din hanga talaga ako sa mga ganun. I just write out of whenever
Whenever you feel like.
yeah, whenever I feel like it or
Mm.
may emotion na pumasok, then
Yep.
I stop and I write. So, yun yung process ko. I have a lot of tono sa voice notes ko.
Mm.
Sobrang dami. So, whenever
You're a voice notes guy.
Yeah. I'm voice notes guy, man.
I love it. I love it.
Daming tono doon na mga nakabang ko na mga random na naririnig ko. Tapos I record them agad-agad. Tapos, whenever I feel something na kuwari may maisip akong phrase na, oh shoot, that's a song.
Yep.
That phrase is a song. So, I write things about that phrase.
Mhm.
Then I find dun sa bank of voice notes
Match.
na nagma-match dun sa nasulat kong poem kumbaga nung una. So that's how I do the process.
That's interesting. So, melodies come to you.
Melodies come
You record
first.
those.
Yeah.
You write poems, and then you mix
Yeah.
and match.
Yeah, mix them. Parang kasi yung pag may marinig ka daw na melodies, record mo yun kahit saan ka man.
You have to.
Parang You
Yeah.
have to. You
Agad.
have never let it go kasi it might be, sabi nila, it might be your $1 million song. Sabi
Yep.
nila. So you have to record it. So yun ngayon, phrases come. So parang visually, there's a phrase like dating tayo.
Mm-mm.
Sabi ko, ang ganda nung phrase na yun, dating tayo. I can make something out of that. So dating tayo, then sa middle, then I write like random things about dating tayo sa gilid.
Related to.
Related to it. Like, lagi na lang ganito. Tapos parang kailan ang dating tayo. Tapos hanggang sa, mabuo ko siya ng ganun. Then voice note comes in. So yun, hanggang sa ma-match ko siya.
Guys, sa mga nakikinig sa podcast, guys, nag-action siya. Yung milipad-lipad yung... Oo, nakakalimutan niya, guys.
Thank God it's a video. No, yeah.
Ikaw,
Lumilipad-lipad yung...
nag-iron man
Hindi
na ako
nyo
dito.
nakikita.
Nag-iron man eh. Ikaw.
Ako, kinakabahan ako tuloy. Ano ba yan? Kasi I don't consider myself na parang songwriter talaga, songwriter like
Grabe yan.
TJ.
Hindi, dami
Kahit
mong
sabihin
songs.
niya, hindi niya kaya magsulat on demand. Whenever he comes up with songs na, minsan kahit ako pa lang muna nakakarinig, minsan hindi ko na iintindihan kung paano gumagana yung brain niya, paano niya naiisip yun, yung mga linyang yun, parang ganyan. Ako, I don't follow a process.
Okay.
It's one thing that I hate about songwriting na as KZ, but it's also one thing it's also one of those things that I love about it.
Mm.
Na you never know what you're gonna get because wala kang sinusundan na kahit ano.
Yeah.
So there are times na when the emotions are really like right there, pag sobra akong overwhelmed with my emotions, merong mga rare moments na everything just comes
Aligns.
together.
Yep.
And then I just write that down, tas voice note,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
ganyan, voice note. Tapos, minsan, lalabas ako, paparinig ko sa kanya, tapos sabi ko, pwede po bang tugtugan ng guitar or piano? Tapos nire-record ko. Tapos, ayun. And then there are also times na parang may mga nasusulat ako na mga na chorus, ganyan. Tapos hanggang ngayon, chorus lang pa rin siya.
Pero sinasabi niya hindi kino-consider self niya as songwriter. Man, pag narinig yung mga songs na ginagawa niya, ang gaganda.
Oo na nga,
Hindi nga,
pinakasalanay.
totoo talaga. Hindi, wala pa siyang parang siguro confidence na iparinig. Pero magaganda talaga yung songs na nasusulat ni KZ. Kaya abangan niyo yung album niya na ilalabas na puro songs na originals. Let's
Number 2 pa
go!
to.
Let's go!
Alis na kayo. Pero ako din, I'd like to just also thank my husband and give him his flowers kasi yun nga, I don't have the confidence in my songwriting yet. So, siya talaga yun na every time every time I'm having second thoughts dun sa mga kanta, siya talaga yung no, just release it. This song that you think is not a good song is better than a song is
Never
better
wrote.
than a good song that you never wrote.
That's true. That's true. There's so many artists that actually go through that where they end up not even releasing anything. They have so much music, but because of something, some artists are such perfectionists, or they think
That's true.
a song has to be this or that.
Tama.
But then,
There's this thing I can't forget about na sinabi sa akin ni Kuya Ebe.
mm,
Sabi niya sa akin parang na-learn ko to sa kanya na nagkwentuhan lang kami. Tapos sabi niya, when you write songs, parang never have second thoughts on expressing what you really feel.
exactly.
Na parang, kasi minsan may isip mo, parang corny nito or parang ang mushy naman ito, parang masyadong personal.
Mhm.
Pero, if that's how you feel, that's how others might also feel. So
Exactly.
it's may makikinig at makikinig diyan. So wag kang sumunod ng kung anong eto dapat, ganito dapat. Walang ganun. Parang just write it. Labas mo lang. Yun na yun. That's it. That's the
Mhm.
only formula. Just write it off.
I
Yeah.
totally agree. There's so many times where you just need to just let it out
Yes,
and
man.
not be scared of what you think the song should be or
Tama.
how people should
Tama.
feel about your song.
Tama.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
right. Agree totally.
Uh, I guess something I'd really like to talk about today. Of course, everyone knows you're on the charts right now, and the song "Palagi." Like, we need to talk about it right now.
Thank you.
It's number
Thank you,
2
Billboard.
right
Thank you.
now.
Woo!
I'm gonna claim it right now. I feel like it's gonna be number 1 in the
Oh
next few
my
weeks.
gosh! Babalikan ko tong podcast na to pag nag-number 1.
And what's so amazing about this song is that it's been on the charts for so long now.
More than a year.
I released it for a year and ano na, parang 16 months na siyang out eh. Nagugulat din ako eh.
Yeah.
Oh, grabe. Hindi siya natatapos. Parang may laging binibigay si Lord na bago sa song na to. So, yeah.
And it keeps rising up. And I feel like more and more people are just constantly getting attached to the song. How does it feel? I mean, both of you have had so many hits throughout the years. Both of you are more than a decade in the music industry. How does it feel that until now, you're still being able to reach new heights in your career?
Ako, I don't wanna like really think about it. Yung mga ganung bagay. Kasi whenever I think about these things, dun ako hindi nakakasulat eh.
Yeah.
May time na ganun
Pressure
na may pressure ako eh. May time na after I left my former record label, kasi nag-decide na ako mag-indie. So nung nag-indie na ako, I tried to write songs for my indie album.
Yep.
So parang nung nagsusulat ako, hindi ako nakakapagsulat kasi ang daming pressure sa akin na, kaya mo bang higitan yung dating tayo? Kaya mo bang higitan yung
Or
tulad mo?
kaya mo ba?
Kaya mo
My
ba
gosh.
higitan yung
No,
ikaw at
yeah.
ako? Kaya mo ba? So, I can't finish my songs because I write from my mind na parang it has to be a hit. Ito yung tamang gawin ko. Dapat 30 seconds or less chorus na. Dapat mababal. Dapat radio friendly. Parang
Okay.
ganun. So, yun yung sabi ko kailangan kong bitawan to. So I have to go back to TJ when I started writing songs. I didn't have a song. Wala akong kahit anong pagkukumparahan eh. Why did I write my first song? Because I just wanted to write.
Yep.
That's it. Wala akong iisipin na magkaka-million streams to or magkaka-views to, mag-charts to. Walang ganun. Ba't mo ba nasulat yun? Kasi you just write. That's it. I write because I write. That's when I wrote Palagi. Yun yung ganun siya. Super quick lang yung song na yun. I wrote it like less than an hour or ilang minutes lang yun. Out of emotions lang talaga. Very straightforward. And yeah, yun yung para sa akin. Ayoko masyadong isipin yung ganung bagay kasi gusto ko lang balikan yung TJ na nagsusulat lang kasi gusto nila magsulat.
I mean, now in the streaming age, it's always numbers attached to music. You look on the Spotify and you see, how many streams does it have? And then you
Yeah,
automatically
totoo.
think, that makes it I'm gonna like this or not. Pero
Mm-mm.
think back in the day when you pick up a record, there's no numbers on the record.
Tama.
True.
Exactly.
True.
You just picked it up because you like it or it felt
Exactly.
something about it.
Exactly.
And I love what you're saying where as soon as you let go of that idea of it has to be bigger than this or that, it has to do this or that, it just came and it became that big because it's just a feeling.
Tama.
Mm-mm.
Tama.
Totoo.
Ikaw.
Bakit ako? Ako ba nagsulat ng palagi?
Hindi, yung
No,
ano,
pero
yung
reaching
songs.
new heights
reaching-
in your career and still
After
having
more than a decade.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't feel like it.
Actually, no.
Parang-
Oo nga.
yes.
Kahit sabihin ng mga tao na, oh, you should celebrate your 10th year in the industry. Oo nga, no? Pero I don't feel like it. I still feel like I have so much more to learn, so much more stages to conquer, so much more artists to collab with. Dami ko pang gustong matutunan, dami pang songs na i-release. Kasi parang feeling ko once I start thinking about that, kung ano ba yung nafe-feel ko ngayon na 10 years na ako in the industry, parang mag-iisip ka na nasa comfort zone ako eh.
Yes.
Na
tama.
parang, 'di ba, sa industry na ito, it's very rare that you get to stay for more than a decade.
Yeah.
Kasi ito yung sobrang unstable na industry. Like
Yeah.
you could be the biggest artist today and then you're gone tomorrow.
Tama.
Yep.
Hindi siya yung parang din normal na trabaho, 'di ba? Na hindi ka nga basta-basta pwedeng i-fire, 'di ba? Like there's a process, there's ganun. But if you're in this industry, yun nga, it's so unstable. Daming pwedeng mangyari, daming mga ganung bagay. So I don't think about it na 10 years ka na, but ang palagi ko na lang sinasabi sa sarili ko, I should never stay in my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very hard to do kasi 10 years ka na eh. Parang feeling ko,
Gamay mo na to, alam ko na to.
parang, syempre, like TJ Monterde. TJ Monterde, kilala ka ng ganitong artist eh. So parang yung mga tao, ina-expect nila, ito si TJ Monterde. So sometimes, it makes you feel na parang, okay, dito na lang ako. Di na ako pupunta sa ibang lugar. So this works for me now.
Mm-hmm.
Parang mga ganyan. So sometimes, because of that, parang nakakalimutan mo nang mag-step out of your comfort zone. And when that happens, you stop growing.
Yeah.
And when you stop growing, kahit sabihin mong nandyan ka na, if you don't grow, pababa lang din yung punta niya. So parang gana, I feel very grateful na I'm still doing what I
Same.
love to do. And now I get to do it with my husband.
Yeah.
Na I get to sit on this red sofa, expensive sofa, and talk about music
Billboard
with you
Philippines.
after
Interviewed by
10
Brett.
years in the industry. But yeah, hindi ko siya masyadong iniisip. I just do what I love doing and make sure that I do my best every single time.
You know, one of the things I love especially about your music is that I never know what I'm gonna get.
Yes.
And I think, you're just talking right now where, yeah, we get to step out of the comfort zone, but that's all you do. You do that all the time. That's what's
Totoo,
the
bro,
best
totoo.
thing about
Best example, gigs. Like, we play, DJ plays. Yeah, you're gonna hear what you want to hear.
you're gonna,
DJ, you're gonna
you're
hear.
gonna get the hits.
Pag KZ, man, it's never the same
Yep.
every gig. Parang may nangyayaring iba talaga. That's what's more special about KZ. Parang iba talaga, ano talaga siya, parang gusto niya ng bago lagi. Gusto niya ng may bago siya ma-offer. That's what I love about her.
Ang
Happy
problema,
birthday.
please watch this. Pero ang problema ko lang din yan minsan kasi hindi naman din talaga palaging may nangyayari.
Mm-mm.
So pag may mga days naman ako na walang bago, parang nagpapanik.
Yeah.
Parang mga ganyan. So I also always have to find the balance
Mhm.
between always striving for growth and also appreciating the times na papahinga ka lang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Na parang i-appreciate mo na yung mga na-achieve mo na and then go achieve some more.
Now that's a lesson, I think, because that's something that a decade in music can really teach you. Because artists also, because of it being unstable and thinking, will I have this job tomorrow? Maybe you don't want to stop. You always have to put out a single every month, especially in this age. Parang,
Totoo.
I need a new song out tomorrow and I need to make 10 pieces of content and I need to market it. And
Bro.
no.
Totoo.
Artists need time to
Mm-mm.
Chill.
rest,
Breathe.
chill,
Oo.
and actually feel to give us the biggest hits.
Mm.
Tama.
That's the truth.
Feel. That's the word.
Yeah.
Tama.
Well, now with Palagi, I like to mention also another reason why it's moved up in the charts is because of the duet.
Definitely.
You guys,
Oo, talaga.
you guys putting out this new version. Can you tell me how this new version came together?
Well, thank you Billboard kasi binigyan yun ng ano na na umangat pa siya sa
Na-highlight
charts,
pa.
Mhm.
na-highlight na yung song mismo. But with this version, parang I felt nung una, kasi this is a song na like sabi ko kanina, hindi ko siya inisip talaga. Like,
Yeah.
a very special song. I just wanted to celebrate 10 years of knowing her.
Mhm.
Parang the day we met, no 10 years. So, nagkilala kami.
I'm sorry, what?
That's, that's why I wrote the song. Kasi may dinner yun na sinet up ko. Surprise dinner sa kanya. Tapos, yun yung day na 10 years kami nagkakilala.
Wow.
So, and I wanted to celebrate that kasi ako as a songwriter, parang gusto kong i-express yung sarili ko, not just with the words that I say, but
Mhm.
also with the melodies that I make. Kasi parang feeling ko, na-amplify yung feeling pag may melody. Parang even my wedding vow is a song. So
Wow.
parang, ay sasabihin ko lang straight na ganito yung nararamdaman ko for you. Parang iba siya pag meron siyang melody. Parang mas matamis, mas, hindi ko alam, hindi ko ma-explain, pero mas napaparamdam ko sa kanya yung
Mhm.
nararamdaman ko. So yun siya nangyari, yung palagi. Tapos, it's a type of song na kahit hindi ko man siya i-release, okay lang. Kasi it's a song I made for her. It's very personal. Tapos, nagulat ako na, oh, people like it. Parang
Mhm.
nagustuhan siya ng maraming tao. And then, nung naisip ko lang na, gagawin pa namin ng duet to ni KZ? Or parang, just, yun na lang, original na lang siya. Tapos tinanong ko siya,
Kasi din pag nagla-live tayo minsan, I sing it with you.
yeah,
Parang
live
ganun.
tayo. So, naisip namin, gawa tayo ng duet version. Parang we owe it to everybody na. But, si KZ lang ang pwede kong kaduet talaga doon. It's either may duet version or wala ng duet version.
Yeah.
Yun lang yun. So, ginawa namin ng duet version. And tinanong ko siya. Tapos yung una niyang parang response was, parang hindi siya sure
ako
nung
sure.
una eh. Oo. Hindi talaga siya
Oo.
sigurado.
Kasi nga, Palagi is one of those songs na, hindi lang siya yung song na gusto mo, it has become the song na parang, like yung nabasa natin sa comments nung isang video last time na parang, do you know what, this song rekindled my romance with my husband.
There's a lot of those, man.
Yeah.
Sa
Parang
comments
ganun.
pa.
So parang ganun siya ganun siya kalalim na song for other people.
Mhm.
And sobrang well-loved siya. Yung mahal na mahal siya ng TJ version lang.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, if I'm not gonna add value to that, parang I don't think dapat ko siyang gawin. So natakot ako kasi syempre lalong-lalo na 'di ba magkaiba talaga kaming artist, as in hindi
Yeah.
mo minsan mo lang kami makita sa isang lineup. Ganyan, magkahiwalay kaming event.
Iba talaga event namin.
Magkahiwalay kaming event. Kahit pumunta ka ng record store, magkaiba kaming section.
Mm.
Ganon. But TJ was very reassuring. Sabi din niya na parang, kung meron ng tao na dapat kung makasama sa duet dyan, ikaw lang yan kasi ikaw si Palagi. So parang, and the rest is hindi, pero yun. So, we recorded the song. Tapos sabi lang din niya sa akin na parang, sige, try mo lang gawin yung mga gusto mong gawin. And then, nag-record ako, pinarinig ko sa kanya. Tapos may mga in-edit-edit lang kami. But, I was just really hoping after ng recording na yun na, like, sana, na,
Tanggapin siya.
ang main goal ko lang, sana, magustuhan ni TJ. Yun lang naman yung goal ko. Pag-happy siya, kung hindi man sobrang magiging well-received yung song outside, okay lang sa akin. At least we did that, and I did that for him. Parang,
Hindi yung sabi sa akin lang. Basta kung happy ka sa ginawa ko, okay na yun. Tapos yun, you released it and yun, mukhang nagustuhan naman ng
No,
mga tao.
definitely.
Nakatulong din talaga siya. Para iba rin talaga yung sabi namin sa mga nakikita sa comments. There's a lot of times sa mall, maglalakad kami, may mga lumalapit talaga bro na parang
matangkad, tapos ang laki ng katawan, tapos puro tato.
nilapitan ako.
Bro, alam mo ba yung
Bro, idol. Uy, sir, ano? Bro, yung asawa ko, parang team song namin yung song mo. Parang
Yeah.
sobrang naging close sila ulit ng wife niya dahil dun sa song, ino-offer niya yung song sa wife niya. So parang, may mga times sa gano'n na, I think I'm on the right track. Parang ito yung purpose eh. Ito yung mismong purpose of Why I Write Songs eh. Parang
it's not just our song
yeah,
anymore.
it's everybody's song now. Parang gano'n.
That's such an interesting thing. It's like the song actually is, it's a story, but it has like a a next chapter or a next meaning that came out of the song. Like it's been on the charts for 16 months, let's say. And then you add the next chapter and now people are reading that one. It's like a sequel to a movie or something. Galing.
Parang ganun
Yeah.
nangyari.
And I mean, as much as I'm not a fan of like talking about numbers, but when it was released, 1 million in a day.
The duet version.
Yeah.
Parang I'm
Grabe
really like,
yun.
nagulat ako talaga nun. Na parang, ang layo niya dun. Kasi sa like, when you see the artist's page of your, ano diba, your data, nakikita mo kasi yung mga previous numbers of
Yep.
the day 1, day 2. As in, parang, sabi ko, naano ako sa numbers ng time na yun, parang wild nito, pwede palang mangyari to.
Yeah.
Yung ganun. So, sobrang loved yung feeling namin na, tinanggap yung duet version na ginawa namin. So, I think we made the right decision on releasing
Definitely.
this song.
Well, with that being said, you've both been doing shows and you've both been touring and making music for so long. But I did read an article recently where, especially you, TJ, you said when you were thinking about, well, you're now 2 day sold out concert, you were worried that are people even going to show up to the show?
Alam niyo yun.
Oo naman.
Oo
And
naman. Di
how
talaga.
did it feel that when you did put that news out that you were doing a concert and then it did sell out like that?
But to
What
put it
were you?
like
Yeah.
straight, I didn't really want to do the concert.
Yeah. Okay.
Personally. I don't trust myself na kaya ko mag-concert. Siya yung nagpupush sa akin. Na parang,
I love that.
na,
Supporting each other.
Bro, totoo siya talaga na parang, mag-concert ka. Nung una, nagbabalak siyang mag-produce. Siya yung mag-produce ng
Wow.
concert ko. Kasi gusto niya talagang mag-concert.
Mm.
Because Palagi was like, medyo meron na yung konting nung time na yun. Mga 5 months out na siya. Tapos meron siyang traction. Tapos parang feeling niya, it's time you do a major
Last
concert
year pa
again.
lang, last year.
Wow.
Last year pa lang to. You do a major concert again. Kasi dati nag-music museum ako eh. Tapos, sabi niya, bigger venue this time. Tapos yun, nung una, deflect ko yung idea. Tapos niraise namin sa management, tapos pumayag yung Cornerstone na gawan. Kasi gawa natin ng concert, Sariling Mundo concert. There's a new album coming out.
Yep.
May, gawa tayong concert. Tapos, nideflect ko yung idea na parang, okay. Tapos magbakasyon kami nun sa Europe. Tapos sabi ko, honeymoon namin, sabi ko, sige, tsaka natin isipan yan. Tapos nung nalaman niya na tuloy yung concert, sige, eto upo tayo. Okay, eto yung, ano bang line-up mong pwede? So eto yung first song mo, eto yung gawin mo, eto. As in, siya yung gumawa ng first line-up ko. Na eto yung, I think masyadong malakas to dito. Lagay natin to dito para mas ganun yung, mas may kwento yung ano. Eto first song mo yung Sariling Mundo para agad, tapos agad, ganun. So ako parang, kinakabahan ako eh.
Yeah.
Kaya ko bang mag-concert? Parang hindi ko pa kasi, hindi nga ako nagpo-45 minutes set dito. 3 songs, 5 songs na ako. Tapos bigla ako magko-concert. Parang kaya ko ba to? Tapos nung nangyari na, okay, kasado na. We're gonna do the concert sa New Frontier one day. Yung sa akin nun, ano lang ako, parang prayer ko lang talaga nun, Lord, just, if we're gonna do the concert, please fill it with listeners.
Yes.
Like real listeners.
Yes.
Those people who are gonna really listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi my songs are more stories eh.
Yep.
Stories. I don't dance. I don't. Wala akong high notes. So parang, sobrang kailangan listener talaga kita for you to
Yes.
enjoy the show. So, nung in-announce namin, sa showtime yun, na parang, I'm gonna have a major concert, Sariling Mundo, sa May 5, at the New Frontier Theater. So, wala pa akong nun, parang bahala na to, kung tauhin to, hindi. Basta tauhin ng listeners, Lord, yun na yung gusto kong mangyari. Pauwi na kami nun.
Then pa yung after when you performed, when you announced the concert, that was also the announcement that tickets are out now.
Yeah, ganun siya. Wala siyang
Walang
tickets out on
preparation, walang anything.
tickets out Friday, walang ganun. Parang I'm gonna have a major concert, tickets out now. Ganun na agad. So, tapos sa showtime, pauwi na kami. Sa car ako, sinawagan ako ng handler ko. Sabi niya, medyo bumibenta na ng konti yung tickets. May konti na, pero Friday yun. Pag talaga first few days, wala pa yan masyado. Let's wait for next week, then we'll see movement, sabi niya.
Yeah.
Pray ako agad. Sabi ko, Lord, sana, it's a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Friday. Sabi ko, 50% lang. Surprise me. 50% Sunday. Kahit 50% lang, magiging sobrang happy na ako.
Yep.
That was a Friday. And nahiningi ko kay Lord 50%
Yung Sunday.
sold out Sunday before the weekend ends. Binigay niya sa akin, bro. The next day I woke up, sold out. I was like, oh, totoo ba to? Parang, lapit ako sa kanya. Totoo ba to? Parang, are these real people? Parang inisip ko talaga ng time na yun, pinaprank ba ako ng mga tao? Or meron bang certain individual na trip akong i-prank, binili lahat ng ticket, tapos walang taong manonood dun
Okay
sa show?
lang.
Parang,
Thank you for
ano ba
buying.
to? Ano ba to? Tapos yun, we decided to do day 2. Cornerstone decided to do day 2. Let's do day 2. This is just for ano na lang, TJ, yung day 2 parang para na lang sa mga gustong bumili or kahit di na maubos, okay lang to.
Yeah.
Na-sell out na natin day 1 eh. Day 2, we sold it 3 hours. Yung parang diretso rin agad.
And people were still asking for day 3.
Yeah, hindi ko na
Pero siya na
kaya.
yung
Ayoko na.
parang, huwag na po muna kasi first niya talagang major
first
na
ko na
major,
major.
tapos 3 days agad.
So parang ano muna. Tapos yung tinuloy namin, 2 days, it was sold out. Very excited ako, very thankful ako. Hindi ko makalimutan, we went to the Taylor Swift concert in Singapore. Tapos hindi ako makapaniwala na bumili ba talagang tao? Ganun. We went to the Taylor Swift concert in Singapore. Tapos nasa linya kami to watch the show. Yung mga lumalapit, oh, TJ, I'm gonna watch your concert. I'm day 1, team day 1. Sabi ko sa kanya, totoo sila. Mga tao talaga sila.
Tapos maya-maya, dito!
Day 2 ako.
Tapos meron din mga, hindi ako nakaabot.
Ganun. Doon ko palang na-feel talaga na, oo nga,
Totoo
totoo
silang
tao yung
tao.
manonood. Hindi ako pinaprank. That was
Expensive naman ang prank.
yun.
It's so cool. I mean, talking about the duet, talking about the song, but then also thinking about your relationship together, where you're saying, when I want to do some songwriting, I lean on him. And then you saying, when I want to do a concert,
Wala akong
I lean on
confidence.
her.
So talaga, kahit songs in particular, like, I write, tapos, usually second chorus, boring na yung second chorus ko eh. Parang I don't know what to do, it's just the same. Doon ako lalapit sa kanya. Parang, babe, can you help me? Ano pwedeng run dito na maganda na, pwedeng alternate na notes, try mo nga, ganun. So pag siya yung kumanta yun yung gagawin ko sa
Yep.
final. She helps me a lot lalo sa mga variations.
Yes.
Kasi magaling siya dun.
Songwriting din ko naman sa'yo.
Ngayon, pag songwriting naman, babe, anong ibang word kaya dito na dito naman siya nagpapatulong sa akin. So just give and take lang.
Yep. Well, now after everything, we're seeing the success of just so much happening in your life. What is the future right now? Are you guys working? Well, you said earlier you're working on a new album. Also, are you working on something?
Ngayon, we're just I'm working on songs, new songs to offer. And with the success of
Sariling mundo.
the Sariling Mundo concert and yung Palagi na song, I just wanted to continue to write songs that would like somehow feel or sound like home. Mga ganong tipong kanta na makakatulong or kumbaga to inspire others too na mga songs. And kasi ayoko na mag-isip. Ayoko mag-isip na gumawa ng kanta. I just wanna write because I wanna write. And next year we're touring or starting this October, we're touring the concert. Meron kaming world tour. So yun
Amazing.
yung next namin gagawin. Of course, isa lang yung condition ko. I'm gonna do a tour, but it has to be with KZ.
Explain mo kung bakit ako din. Bakit ako din yung gusto. Kasi ako yung makeup artist po niya. Taga-plan siya ng damit.
Akala mo sweet
Akala niyo sweet?
That is sweet.
Pero yun. Ako din naman. I'm really looking forward na umarte. na makasama siya on tour. And syempre, ang tagal din nga namin, ang tagal kong pinush sa kanya yun na mag-concert siya. Kasi syempre, di ba, alam ko naman yun na as a songwriter, it was already more than enough for him na marinig lang ng mga tao.
Kasi I'm
Yung
happy na
song.
I mean, when I write, I record it, I release it, that's it for me. Okay na ako dun eh. Pag na-release ko na siya, yun, happy na ako. Kasi feeling ko yun lang yung purpose ko sa buhay. Write songs and it ends there. Parang hindi ko na naisip yung concert. Siya talaga nagpo-push sa akin dun.
It also took a really long time for me to convince him kasi nga parang magkaiba kami ng pinanggagalingan nung ina-explain ko sa kanya. Gets ko yung it's enough for me na narinig na ng mga tao. The song is out there. It's for the world to enjoy now. But sabi ko sa kanya, kung yun yung goal mo talaga, then let's get on a bigger stage and make more people listen to the song. Parang ganyan. So yung pagtawid niya from mas songwriter siya to now becoming TJ, singer, songwriter, performer. Medyo yun yung hindi niya ma-connect nung una. And then, yun nga, dagdag pa yun na parang he wasn't really confident that real people were gonna show up to the concert. Parang ganyan. But ako, I just knew it was time. It was the perfect time. So, yun, imagine niyo po, since last year, kino-convince ko na siya. And then, nangyari lang yung concert itong year na to. So that, parang, ganong kahaba yung tinrabaho namin din. Para umabot sa point na ganun. And then, when he did the concert, nakita niya kung ano yung nangyari. Na parang, kung masaya na siya na nandito yung inabot ng kanta, mas ang layo pa ng inabot ng song ngayon. So parang nagets niya din na why it had to happen. Na parang why artists do concerts. It's also for your fans to get to know you better. Aside from TJ the songwriter, TJ is also a very good storyteller on stage. So kinukwento niya yung songs behind, yung stories behind the songs, parang ganyan. And that I think yung pinaka malaking takeaway ng mga tao na pumunta sa concert niya. Yung, gets na namin yung kwento behind the songs. Parang ganun. And, ayun, looking forward na mas madami pang concerts for him. Parang ganun. So, yun na nga, towards the end of the year, he's gonna be on tour and I'm gonna be his guest.
Special guest.
Ganyan. Special guest, hairstylist, makeup artist, and taga-plancha and everything.
Taga-bili ng gitara.
Oo. Tsaka minsan taga-bili ng kape, mga ganun. As alila.
Grabe ka.
But I love doing it for you. I signed a contract literally.
I totally agree with that point. A lot of times artists nowadays, especially now, the song becomes bigger than the artist. And we have a lot of artists that are starting out.
Yes.
And it's really hard for people to know who they are.
Walang face.
Yeah.
Walang
That's
face
so
behind the
very
song.
hard.
Exactly.
Bridge to it.
Know who they are and know what they're about. And I like what you're saying because that's something I think is a forgotten art of doing concerts and telling a story on stage and really connecting with an audience for them to not just remember your song and your music, but you and what it stands for.
Totoo.
Yun. Buti na lang. Pumayag siya.
Thank you.
Talaga, buti na lang. And thank you din sa management namin, of course, Cornerstone.
Oo.
Kasi nung narinig din nila yung idea, parang gumame din sila agad. Tumalon din sila dun sa bangin. Nag-invest din talaga. And syempre, thank you sa lahat ng mga manager mo ba ako?
Gulat niya ako
I guess the final thing that I'd like to talk about today is maybe could you give a message for artists that, you know, are starting out, they're having their own anxieties about putting out music, about trying something for the first time, or actually making that step towards the future in their career?
I'm gonna go first. Well, just be authentic. Just yun talaga gusto kong sabihin eh. Just be authentic in what you do. Huwag kayong mag-isip ng numbers, huwag kayong mag-isip ng if it's gonna make it. Just write it, what you feel, release it. Pag na-release yun na yan, it's the universe is a song.
Yes.
So, nabahala dun. Wala. Tapos ka na. Tapos na yung part mo. Yun lang. Wag masyado ma-pressure about putting up a hit. The song will parang make itself a hit.
Love that.
Ako, I think, isa to sa mga kinuwento ko din nung nagkasama kami ng gig. Tapos, nag-perform siya before my set, nag-set siya. Tapos, like, the entire set, alam ng mga tao yung kanta niya. Tapos, they were shouting, they were screaming his name. Sobrang proud na proud ako ng moment na yun. And then, na-realize ko na, oh my gosh, yung nangyayari na to kay TJ is also a realization nga for me. Na, kasi ngayon, I feel like I'm in my season of waiting. Na wala akong bagong songs na lumalabas. I haven't seen myself in the charts for such a long time. And sometimes it gets you. It gets in your head, in your heart.
Of course.
Parang, oh my gosh, am I too old for
Am
I too old for this? Parang ganyan. Kasi syempre, ang dami mga bago. Diba, no? Ang dami magagaling na bago. It's not as hard to release music now. Kung i-compare mo dati, parang kaya na, parang ganun. So, nandun ako sa mabot din ako sa point na sabi ko sa kanya, why don't we just focus on you? Parang ganun, na baka it's time to just throw in the towel for me, parang ganyan. And then, yun nga, yung performance niya na yun reminded me na parang a year before that din, nung
Ako naman
nag-perform
yun.
siya din yung nagsabi sa akin na parang he was already studying coffee, like literal na nag-enroll.
Mhm.
Kasi
Merong
magtatayo
latte
na
art.
lang kami ng business kasi ayaw niya na din na parang, kasi di ba independent artist siya, so parang feeling niya, he is not as well equipped as yung ibang mga malalaking artist na may malalaking label para makapag-release ng malaking song like Palagi, parang ganun. And then in less than a year, he is now one of the most streamed artists in the
Yep.
Philippines. So whenever I feel down and whenever I'm in doubt of what God can do in my life and in my career, I just look to my left or my right, whichever. And I'm reminded na God is able to compress time.
Yep.
Na kung ano man yung mga feeling kong hindi ko nagawa in my decade in this industry, na pwedeng lahat yun ibigay niya sa akin in a day,
Yep.
in a month,
Sure.
parang ganyan. Nothing is impossible. Now that I think I'm in my season of waiting, ang gagawin ko na lang is I will keep myself equipped.
Mhm.
So when the opportunity comes, I'm ready. Parang ganun. So yun din siguro. Yun na lang yung sasabihin ko din dun sa
Sa
mga
mga budding
bagets
artists.
na it can happen in the snap of a finger.
Can
It
also
can
be
also
slow burn.
take years and years and years. TJ spent more than a decade in this industry before Palagi became what it is now. Parang ganyan. So, wait patiently, but
Be ready.
be ready.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This is a perfect place.
Umiyak.
This is a perfect place, I think, to end the show. And I just want to say thank you for being here for today.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for those words. I think there's so much that a lot of our viewers and artists that are watching this can take from this conversation. Be authentic, equip yourself, be ready at any time, and put out your music.
Please. Please.
That's it. Thank you guys for being
Thank
here
you,
today.
guys.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Billboard, for having us. Thank
Follow
you.
us on all the socials. Catch us on YouTube, Spotify. You know the drill. Anyway, thank you again for being here, TJ and KZ.
Thank you, man.
And number one, soon.
Let's go!
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Billboard Philippines.